All right, we got an LS over there, 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 we got a 302 over there, and oh, anyway, hey guys, we're here in Stu's garage, and today we're gonna be doing a pretty simple install. This is drift event prep for an event that we've got coming up on the 31st. This is gonna be Neon Nights at Shenandoah Speedway, put on by Swing Set LLC. And I'm basically getting the drift box nice and ready for that event. So for today's install, we're going to be putting on these tire sprayers, and of course they don't sell any tire sprayer kits. These are 2 windshield washer kits that I got on Amazon for I think these were $13 a piece. I would like to have done just 1 large reservoir and 1 single sprayer to split off to go to both sides, but I couldn't find any one. So these are like 1.2 liters a piece. I think that'll be enough to spray each tire for the life of the tires. And I don't know, symmetry is always cool, so I can have one on each side anyways, and wiring it is not going to be that much more difficult. Now, why am I putting tire sprayers on the car? The reason I'm doing this is because I actually saw a gentleman do this to his car on Hoonigan, and he claimed that the tire sprays actually gave him twice the lifespan out of his tires, just by spraying them down in between runs. As you leave the track, you spray them just to cool them off, heat cycle the tire, and when you get back on the track, the tire is nice and cool for your next run, or cooler than it was before, because once you heat up your tires, they die a lot more quickly than if they're not heated up. So I heard it on the video, I thought it was like, yeah, cool, I was gonna do it, and then I was just like, there's no way that there's anything out there that doubles the lifespan of your tires. But I met somebody over at the Team Vibes Drift event that I just came from, and he did the mod because he saw it on Hoonigan also, and he also claims that it doubles the life of his tires. So as you can see over here, I do have a stack of tires. DSK has helped me out a lot since I've met them, but prior to that, I was literally digging tires out of dumpsters, searching Craigslist and any other way that I could do to find these 18-inch tires. If anybody's ever curious how you can afford to drift, you got to figure out a way to make it work, because most people out there don't have money to buy brand new tires to throw in their car and do 8 laps or less with them. So a $26 mod that's going to potentially double the lifespan of my tires is not only going to pay for itself, but it's going to save me tons of money in the long run if this actually works the way that it does. Even if I can only get 1 or 2 more laps out of a tire, that's still going to save me a ton of money in the long run. So I'm anxious to try it out. I'm anxious to see how it works, and we're going to go ahead and throw this in the car. Alright, so I just cracked the kit open, and it actually had a lot more stuff in it than what I thought. So it's got unions for your rubber hose. It actually has the connectors, because I was getting ready to make these. These connectors go directly onto here, so I don't have to make my own connectors. I knew that it had the sprayers, so these are the nozzles that I'm going to need, and these are going to point at my tires. And then there's also some random nuts and bolts, which I may or may not use, but some of this stuff is going to be really useful. So we've got the back of the car opened up right now, and thinking what I'm going to do. I haven't actually planned this out, just because I've pretty much considered this to be a very simple install. But I think I'm going to have enough space behind this panel here and behind this panel here to run each one. The only thing that's going to be kind of annoying is reaching inside of the wheel well to actually drill the holes where I need to install the sprayers. But we can get that done. May have to jack the car up. May even have to remove the wheels, which I don't feel like doing, but if I need to do it, I'll just do it. Alright, so the first bit of fabrication is happening, and this is what the sprayer nozzle is going to look like. And that's your regular old windshield wiper nozzle, and it's just going to mount to the top of the wheel well just like that and point down. I'm just going to have to run my hoses inside like that. Alright, so one side of the sprayers is done, and hopefully that's out of the path of the tires. I'm going to have to do some testing to this. I may have to point these nozzles more towards the outside of the car, but that's as flush as they're going to get. So the hose tees off, it goes to both of these nozzles, and it comes up straight through the interior bodywork. I had to run it up this way just for clearance, because it wasn't going to make the turn underneath this panel here. And the reservoirs are going to sit right on this panel here. So short distance for this one, a little bit longer distance for that one. I may run out of hose, but you can buy this stuff at the pet store or Home Depot. Alright, so now that we've got all of our lines run, we're going to go ahead and mount our reservoirs. And these things mount pretty easy. They've got a bracket on them. And so it's just like hanging a picture frame or something. We've already mocked up our 2 little dots where we're going to hang these things. And we're going to go ahead and screw this in here. Alright, now those guys are in there nice and solid. Snap them on like so. Now we have our reservoirs mounted, and these hopefully won't jiggle around so much once I've put my body panels back in, because I don't like when things jiggle in my car. Now we have to just finish up the wiring. We've already gone and repurposed my stereo wiring. If you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I had amps back here which have not been activated in this car in at least 3 years, so it's no problem taking those out. This wire was already run to the front, so I don't have to run a new wire. This is the ground wire. There's still stereo cables, which I'll probably rip out at some point. But we're going to go ahead and use these wires to power the motors. We're going to hook up our lines, and then we're going to give this thing a test fire. Alright, so everything is wired. Went ahead and put a nice little wire loom on here to keep things clean. And this section here, I'll clean that up a little bit later, as well as everything else that you see here. But everything is wired exactly how I want it to be wired. It's just a matter of cleaning up my area and tucking things back in. I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a test fire. Alright, ready?
Yep. Ah!
How was it? Alright folks, so that's pretty much it for this install. You know, it's not often that I get to do a one-day unique install like this and just knock it out and have everything go perfectly correct. So, you know, I like to do things like this just to help build my confidence back up. Obviously, I needed it for the car to see what it would do, but, you know, it just really feels good when you have things that you put in the car that work the first time, especially when you've got a year of straight heartache like I've had. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that some of you guys try this out for yourselves, and I hope that you give me feedback and let me know what your experiences are with tire sprayers and cooling your tires off. And let me know if it works out for you. That's pretty much it for this video. Catch you guys next time. See you.